I have July favorites. Yay! Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. And I finally did a July favorite for beauty. And I say finally because I didn't do a June. I forgot, or I don't know. So I have a lot. These are definitely my top favorite from this summer and what I have just been using on a regular basis. And I think I've got kind of a definite routine for my summer makeup. It's very layered, it's thin, you know, I go with thin layers. I like to build, I like to use multiple products of like glowing and blurring and bronzing, and I'm liking cream shadows, but I'm using a lot of different mediums. Let's start with the canvas of complexion, and I have a couple that are kind of coming out of left field because they have been either reviewed or shown on my channel before, but probably went a little bit radio silent, and I pulled them out of a drawer, started using them, and went, oh yeah, these are really good. And those are the ZORA Blur Activator Mineral Primer. This is such a fabulous mineral primer. And what I've enjoyed about it with the summer months, we've had a heat wave of 90, you know, high 90s for the Northwest. I normally have very dry skin, and it's actually been oily. My skin has been, or sweaty. I don't know, I'm not quite sure what it's emitting from its pores, but it's glistening constantly. This ZORA mineral primer really creates this soft finish and primed area for foundation. I felt like it was really doing a good job of minimizing my pores, just kind of softening them, blurring them. And even when I used a different primer slash glow product on top of it, I felt like this was such a good groundwork. So there's that. I am going to rave for 2 seconds about the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I have a dedicated review on this. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. It's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. You get the same packaging, you get enough, you know, a good solid 1+ ounce of product. It's $14. There is a shade range. It's fun to play with. I wore shade 2 and I put shade 4 on my chest, and I swatch them and show them, and it's a great product. e.l.f. just nailed it. It's sort of one of those products that's very satisfying to use. Like, you feel like, oh, I'm just making such a difference. Honestly, I think in the scheme of things, my makeup my skin feels good, my makeup looks really nice, nothing has melted away, even in the heat. This is squalane, and you know, this is very moisturizing, and yet my face, yes, it was shiny, but it didn't look messy or textured or like anything had broken down. It was just a glow, and it was very juicy. So yeah, so it's great. And I guess I just was feeling like that ZORA Blur Activator kind of softened everything as well. I've been kind of playing around with foundation. You saw I reviewed a powder foundation. And I think I put this on at some point in a video recently, and I'm bringing it back because it is such a good, I always think of it as a summer product because it's medium, you know, sheer to medium coverage. It's got SPF in it, but honestly, it's for any time, right? But it's this Almay shade, Smart Shade. It's the kind that, you know, it comes out white, and then you blend it around, and then voila, it's your skin tone. And it just is a really, really nice foundation. It has no fragrance, it wears well, it's affordable, it's portable if you want to take it for vacation. It's just it's just really great. I gave the Pure 4-in-1 foundation a go. It is so good. This is such a good, underrated workhorse of a makeup. The 4-in-1, it's the powder foundation that can be used as, you know, it's got both the primer, the foundation, the concealer, and the finishing in this one product. And I mean, it's just a beautiful powder that blends out nicely. I've used it as a finishing powder, or I should say maybe as a setting powder, and I've used it on its own as a foundation, and I really like it. The shade LN6 is perfect for me. I found mine on Amazon, and you can get it on the Pure website, and Ulta has it. It's really great. This powder spray, I kind of keep talking about it, the Flower Beauty. This is the Invisible Powder Spray, Jet Set. And I love this so much. And I can't remember if I included it in my May favorites, but I like this because if I want to set my face, but I'm feeling kind of hot, or I feel like I don't want to rub anything. I don't want to blot anything. I just kind of want to just like leave whatever I've achieved, you know, whether it's a sheen, then I can just do like that, and you can't see it. I can smell it and I can feel it, so I know it's coming out. And it's not perfumed. It smells, I mean, maybe it has a fragrance, but maybe it's just the kind of the propellants that I'm smelling. I'm not quite sure. And it's so nice. It's just so nice on my skin. I just love this. I just think that it's a genius product. And I think that's what I'm going to say on that. So fight me. Just kidding. I have so many bronzer and complexion type, I've just been loving so many things. And let's go in a category of kind of a balm bronzer complexion enhancer situation. So the Milani Supercharged in the Power Highlight is so pretty. It is so pretty. In fact, I'm heading out today I'm gonna pop into Ulta and pick one up. So I really enjoy this product. I really love it. You can use it as a highlighter. You can just use it kind of as it's just kind of like a gleam product. It's supposed to be good for anywhere on the face. I just really enjoy it. I like that it has kind of a waxy finish that just sits on top of the makeup, and it doesn't do anything to whatever you're wearing underneath. But this is a little pricier, but I love it. Some people are just like, it's a bronzer, it's a cream bronzer, but I actually don't think it is. This Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I have shade light. So yeah, it looks like a bronzer. It does. It looks like a cream bronzer. But I will show you a cream bronzer in just a second. And this stuff though, it is so sheer. So you're like, well, that's not good for a bronzer because, but here, I'm gonna use this JOA multitasker brush. Ooh, I might have to wash it. Hang on a second. Well, why not? I'll use it on this. So what's wonderful about this product is you can use it on bare skin. If you're into like a no makeup look, you can do, what do they call that? The clean girl aesthetic? I don't even know. What I like to do is when I'm done with putting everything on, and you know, this just kind of goes over and you're like, wait, what? Because then all of a sudden your cheekbones are popping and you're like, I don't know what I just did, but my cheekbones are popping, you know? It's Martin Sheen, you know? It's Emilio Estevez if you want. Same with the Milani. You know, if you don't want to spend the 20 some odd whatever, the Milani has a very good comparable finish gorgeous, just beautiful. And yeah, okay, so those fragrance free, all of it, love it. Revolution Beauty has a cream bronzer. This one I have in light. This does have a slight fragrance. I feel like when I first used it, maybe a month ago or so, I didn't see it anywhere. And now I'm seeing it everywhere, and I think people like it. So I'm feeling kind of cool. Like, look at me. Look, you heard it here first. This has a little more, this is more cream bronzer than the Mario, for sure. It has pigment. You can see like, whoa, it's got a lot. It's very nice. I really enjoy it. So I love the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer all the time, love it. But that has a matte finish. That kind of dries down. When you apply it, it has a dry down finish. This stays more tacky, more buoyant on the skin. So that's the difference. Both great, just, yeah. Beauty Pie Bronzer. I'm wearing Beauty Pie Bronzer right now. Gorgeous. You purchase the compact and you purchase the refill, and you can change it out or whatever, and it's phenomenal. I love it. Here, did I even give you guys a good look? I didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just so pretty. Wander Beauty. Shadows, complexion, blush, bronzer, highlighter. You can use these for shadows if you want. You can use this. I mean, it's full anything. You guys, they sent me the darker one. So I was like, wow, these are some very pigmented, very dark shades when I was first reviewing it. And I'm like, good for them, because they have a light shade. I think they just kind of, in the PR box situation, they just kind of didn't realize what they did. So yeah, these are phenomenal. They're a limited edition. It's a launch with Physicians Formula. It's a collab. It's the Breakfast Club. So before you think, do we really need another goofy collaboration that's, movie, pop culture, etc. with makeup? Totally understand that. But let me highlight the stars of this show, so to speak, because the two items that I think are worth your time and effort in finding before they're gone, whether it's at Target, Walgreens, Physicians Formula website, is the eyeshadow palette and one of the face palettes. There's two. There's a dark and there's a light. So these are like their other, the Getaway palette that they've had with the butter bronzers and the highlighters and the blush. No fragrance. So there's no fragrance. You're not going to get the cocoa butter pina colada smell. If you love those products, or you don't even know if you love those products because you've avoided the scent, this palette you will enjoy. One of the shadow pans broke out of here, and so the whole thing made a mess, but don't let that, yeah. So looking at these shadows, they look kind of, is that more autumn? They're a little rich and dark. These are so sophisticated, so pigmented, just buttery soft. They are so gorgeous. I actually think, if you didn't want to spend the money on the Wander Beauty and you want even more choices, but in that kind of the hues of rich russets and coppers, and it's really good. It's really good. I would say the one thing they're maybe missing is almost like this matte shade. They have three, sorry. I would say give me one more kind of bisque champagne satin shade, or maybe a medium taupe gray shade. But this is a really, really good palette. It surprised me. It really surprised me, because I was like actually these are so great. This was on my favorites. The matte Manoi Butter eyeshadows. People have been loving this little thing from Target, from Physicians Formula. It's the matte, and look at all these taupes. Phenomenal. pigment on this guy, even more so, I think, but these are such good everyday, just, you know, like, especially you're, you know, maybe you're starting from scratch with drugstore makeup and you need some neutral shadows. This, right? I guess it does have a bit of a scent, maybe, yeah. Let's talk the Flower Beauty Chrome Pot. This one's Topaz. I have Topaz, Amber, and Parrot. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a sea glass. These are so good. These are, what I love about them is that on their own, they're fine, but you put down a shadow primer, Milani, any shadow primer, right? Brush these on with, lately I've been using my BK Beauty 203. Just any little eyeshadow brush, brush it on the whole lid. So, so beautiful. The color lasts, it doesn't crease, it's so good. And it's just, it's one and done. It really, really is, yeah. Speaking of shadows that I wanted to be one and done, these are kind of like, good try, but I'm not 100% in love. Okay, the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Shadow. This is a matte. This is, yeah, I think they're kind of matte shades. This is so nice. It is, when you put it on with a brush, it really kind of just shears out and looks really good. And actually, you can build it with other cream products or put even like powder shadow over it. I'll list the shade. Oh yeah, no, this is Sand Dune. But if you layer this on top of itself or put too much on, it's a very cakey, crusty situation. It wasn't pleasant. I kind of like, ooh, I didn't like it. But just a real sheer light hand, this is good. Now, the shadow sticks that are matte are very nice. e.l.f. shadow sticks for me, their No Budge shadow sticks, have been very hit or miss. Like, I'll get one, I love it, and then it really dries out quickly. Or I love one shade in a collection, but another shade is very sort of patchy. These are pretty good in terms of creamy and smooth and long wearing. This though is the weirdest color I've ever seen in a cream shadow product. I am like, what? It's kind of puke yellow. It's, I don't look at this color and go, oh, is that beautiful? Because I mean, I look at a lot of brown and a lot of greens and taupes and rave, but I'm not raving on this. I'm actually wearing it. I put it with other shadow because I wanted to see, like, what is it doing? It's such a weird color, and I actually kind of like it in terms of just sort of playing it with it in my crease. It's so weird. See? But it's a great, the formula is really nice. This shade is awesome. This is very cool. It's kind of a, it's a very, you know, basic taupe. It's very gray. For taupe, it's gray. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. But smooth formula, I'm looking at my monitor because I'm trying to kind of like, one, I'm like totally in love with my cheeks from the Mario, and two, I want to make sure you can see how weird that color is. That's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will list all the products below. And please subscribe to my channel, because I would really appreciate that. And I hope that your August is, yes. Leos, where are you? Let me know in the comments. It's my birthday. It's my 50th birthday. We're so soon. So soon. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm a grown-up. I'm not gonna get anything like, I know my husband. He's not like planning a surprise. Like, there is nothing. I feel like a little kid, like, will I get the Barbie I've been waiting for? So yeah, but anyway, I want to hear from you, Leos, and what else? Oh, and if you were surprised by my favorites and you thought, well, wait a minute, what about this? Then let me know that in the comments too, because maybe I forgot about it, but I want to know what you thought, if I kind of threw ya. But I hope you're doing well. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.